Well, at least we still have holiday, and that may be all we have left to smile about here in the 2022 NFL season. Another close loss for your Jacksonville Jaguars. Tony, they say the expression is Duval till we die, right?
Well on our way.
Well, there's that. Maybe sooner than we thought. But that's what it is. Through the good times and the bad, and trust me, I know how long the bad has extended. It is not just
no doubt
8 games in 2022, but here we are once again, 2-6, going absolutely nowhere good. DG, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I think the new saying is going to be Duval when we used to be alive.
Duval, remember that?
Remember that?
Remember when we were alive? Oh, my gosh. All we can do is give you a little Halloween gallows humor today because
tis the day, yeah.
We're going right back to 1 or 2 plays in the red zone with this football team that
we're being tricked.
No treats. Are we being tricked? I mean, I guess Trevor Lawrence has given us the trick, but it just you can't make that throw, and you can't say that it was a good decision, just a bad throw. It was a bad decision. It was covered.
I know where he's coming from, but the pass itself was just terrible, because all my career, our coaches always say when you get down here around the goal line in the red zone, you can't throw it through people. Mm-hmm. You got to keep it up high where your guy gets it or nobody gets it. You can't throw it so low that you're trying to force it in there. There's too many bodies around, and somebody's always lurking.
It seemed like the Broncos, Tony, had read that play, like seen it happen, right? The Jags, obviously, it was seemingly the identical play that they threw the interception against Houston, right? And you've got Justin Simmons mirroring Trevor Lawrence.
I felt like he was spying him on the play.
Absolutely, right? He was just going right down the line with him, wasn't trying to move up, wasn't moving back. I'm just going to stay here. If he takes off running, I can move forward, but I'm just going to sit here and camp out right where Derek Stingley was, and he got a pick, and it was like almost like when he got it, the feeling of that celebration to me was like, man, this is something we repped all week long. We were waiting for this, and he gave it to us.
Well, and I think there are many lesser players who would have committed one way or the other. You know, and Simmons did a really good job. He's a really good safety, and so he's given that job to be, all right, your man is Trevor on the play in case he runs, right? If they're going to run this bootleg, which they might, it's first and goal from the 1, they might give us that kind of look. If they don't hand it off, your job is Trevor Lawrence, and he did it exceptionally well, and it was a great play by him, and as we just said, I can't believe he threw the ball. Yeah. I just can't believe after the play against Houston that he would try to do it again.
Or just throw it into the stands like you did earlier.
And the whole conversation after the Houston interception was, I need to understand the game situation. Understand the game situation. It's first and goal
at the 1.
First and goal.
Yeah.
That's why you don't give anybody else a chance but your receiver.
Yep.
The play is sprint right option. All the teams run it. So a defense is going to know at some point this team likes this play a little bit more than others, but we know the play. So that's why he's sitting there skulking in the shadows, because he knows he's either going to hit the guy outside and flat or he's going to try to find his receiver behind him. But when you throw that pass at that trajectory, the receiver in the back is going to catch it like at his waist. That's not how you throw that pass. The receiver in the back has to be jumping as high as possible to go up and high point that ball. That way, nobody underneath has a chance to get their hands on it, and it's just your receiver or nobody.
Look, I didn't love the play call. I didn't love the fact that they're in shotgun to begin with.
Me too.
But, okay, it's a bad play call. You don't have to throw it to the other team. No. Right. You can throw it away, and on second down, you can run something else. And, I heard Tony saying this morning, no problem with them throwing the ball on first down from the 1.
No.
Okay, but you've got to make a better decision, and you're putting your quarterback, I don't know if it was intentional, like, hey, throw him right back in there, right? They fall off the horse, you got to put him right back on, right? You put him in the exact same position that he was against Houston, and then they
didn't do it the next time.
You would have thought he would have learned from Houston. That's why you can call it sooner than later.
Oh, you're going to call it now? You would think he'd learn after 2 times.
No.
No, not gonna.
I'm going to say that is a bad play.
You're going to give it to the running back who's averaging 7-something yards a carry at that point?
Why
maybe,
not?
At
Why
least
not?
once?
You got 4 shots at it. Why not just try to cram it every time?
Just at least if you're up under center, you can still throw the football, right? and you at least have. They've got to stack the A gaps for the quarterback sneak, which can open up some other stuff.
Yeah.
And look, I'm no play diagrammer here, but it seems pretty elementary that.
And you got a big, strong quarterback. Like, you can sneak it as well. There's a lot of things.
That's what I'm saying, right? You've got the defense has to respect the sneak. You can sneak it if they don't stuff the A gaps. You can hand it to ETN. Who's been running like a madman.
But the play wouldn't have been terrible if he had just thrown it away and moved on to second down.
Absolutely, but that's the thing, and he didn't. And look, this is not all about Trevor Lawrence. He's just the most focal point of the whole thing because he has his hands on the football on every offensive play. Hey, defense, when Trevor Lawrence does help the Jaguars down the field to get the go-ahead touchdown in the fourth quarter, don't give up another touchdown to the Broncos. The Broncos had scored 20 points once all year.
Maybe get off the field. Just get off the field. Somebody make a play. And we're not even saying you got to get a pick, a sack, forced fumble. We're just saying just defend. Don't let them get back into the end zone.
They've been averaging 14 points a game.
Exactly. They gave up a 98 and an 80-yard drive to the worst offense in the league.
That looked like the worst offense when the game started.
Yeah.
You got KJ Hamler one-on-one with Trey Herndon on the outside. Who are we going to go to for a chunk play? Maybe our fastest guy against their slowest cornerback. I don't know what Andre Sisco's responsibility was on that play. I'm not sure he did either, but he certainly wasn't back. I don't know if he took the wrong angle. I don't know if it would have made a difference. I don't know if he should have already been in position over the top on that play, Dave, but I mean, when the Broncos need to get a drive started, I mean, once they hit that, it was like they're in control the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, Hamler's a fast dude. And as a corner, I'm playing him man right now. I can't try to jam him, and if I miss, I'm already beat. So I don't even want to take that tactic. I want to stay up here, be close, but be ready to bail. And if he catches something underneath on me, that's fine. I'll make the tackle. Yeah, but I can't give him the chance to throw it over the top in a game pressure situation because I'm telling you, this dude ain't done nothing all year. I got him on one of my fantasy teams, and I'm like, ooh, Hamler. Nope, hadn't done anything for me. So, but now he's like... We got to understand the situations. We got to understand the down distances. We got to understand where we are in the game. We can't give up stuff so easy over our head.
Look, it wasn't all negative. Obviously, Travis Etienne had a spectacular day yesterday. DeJuan Smoot, Tyson Campbell, I thought played well. But in the end, it doesn't matter. It's a team game. They lose their 5th in a row. They fall to 2-6. The Jaguars do now. And yes, are they improved? In my opinion, they're more competitive week in, week out. Mm-hmm. Okay, and if that makes you feel better, I'm not trying to take that joy away from you as Jaguar fans, but I'm also trying to reflect the reality that probably a lot of fans look at the bottom line and go, they're 2-6. It's competitive, but it's just more heartbreaking this way. Look, I'd rather have them be in these games with a chance to win them. You got to win them.
Not very competitive, though, at the end of the game.
No, not competitive enough.
No, not at all. And on Trevor's last throw, that's not even a difficult throw. That's just an out route by the slot. Make sure you keep it outside on him. Don't lead him inside and give the DB a chance to get onto the ball.
All right, we'll talk about what went down yesterday in London with the Jacksonville Jaguars falling to 2-6, now 4-5 in those games overseas, by the way, overall. Over the past however many years it's been, I guess 10 years they didn't play the one, but 4-5 record now in London. But most importantly, 2-6. And who do you see on their schedule that you say, oh, there's a win?
Well, they're favored again this week.
I don't. Do you see that? Do you look at that and say there's a win?
No.
I mean, people. They got shut out.
When Vegas got beat the way they did yesterday, I was like, oh no.
Vegas is the one team that actually put points up on this Bronco team this year. They put up 32 points on the Broncos defense, which has been arguably the best in the league. So Yeah, I don't see that as a win. I'm not picking a win. I'll tell you that right now, Tone. Unless I find out Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, and several more are not making the trip. All right. If you want to get in today and be a part of it, 641-1010 on the phone lines with a text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures, or hit us up on Twitter at MD_1010XL, at 1010XL Fat Tony, at David Garrard 9, at IME2 the T.
Yeah.
How you feeling in there, man? Everything good?
I'm all right, but I know where you headed. But you ain't gonna.
I'm just asking.
I'm not gonna. Hey, you not.
Are you good?
I'm not gonna let you get. You're not gonna get me
Is
down.
that head wound okay?
It's leaking.
All right.
It's leaking. I ain't gonna
checking.
lie.
Just checking. All right. Jags fall to 2-6. Let's talk about it on a Reaction Monday. This is Jaguars Today on 1010XL and 92.5 FM.